Okay. So yesterday we completed the Power Query part, and we just started with the desktop version where we loaded the data as such, and we were able to understand what are the visuals as per at a higher level. So we'll just start looking into each and everything, and also we'll just start with the DAX as well along with this. Okay. So this would help us like understanding the DAX, how we will use the measures, how we will use the calculated columns as such. Also, like in case of any other things that we have to look into, we'll just keep on looking and have a detailed information about this. Okay, give me a minute. So we will just start with a few other visuals also. So yesterday we looked at like the bar chart, which is the stacked bar one. And we were looking at different options that we have under the field section. This is the field section actually. There is some change actually. This I think a bit older version which I am using right now. And how you can go and look at the version control is go to help and click on about. Okay, you will get the this thing. See, mine is June 2021. Okay, I will do one thing. I'll just download a latest version probably tomorrow, and then I can show you the latest features as well. Few couple of features that they look different by the look and feel that you are seeing in here. Probably this field section will come up in here. These are the fields that we can add in. And the latest March version, we have something, the formatting option somewhere in here itself. So that also we can just look into. I will just have take you through those once I download the latest version as such. So yesterday we looked at the clustered bar graph, and we will just see the clustered column chart now, stacked column chart. There is no major difference when we look at the, okay, let me leave the previous one as is, and I will just, let me check the new one again. So I will just copy this and paste this again. And let me show you the column chart. So this is the column chart, and this is the bar chart. Column in the sense it just shows in the column wise. Bar in the sense it just shows the horizontal bars that will be seen actually. That's the only difference. So coming to the formatting options, we have many formatting options in here. In general, if we go, we can just adjust the size from in here also. You can see we can adjust the size of the x-axis position, then the y-axis position. Okay, so you can see it will get the position will change. Also, I can change the width of this, where I can want to reduce this width, so it get reduced. Okay, and again height. What am I doing is I'm just using the mouse pointer, where I'm trying to adjust the height and width based on the choice which I'm making in here. Then we have something called multi-layer, maintain layer order. Layer order is nothing but it will just try and assign the x-axis, y-axis based on the layer order which we are using in here, based on the other visual, something like that in here as such. That's the only difference. Then we have something called a legend. Okay, legend is nothing but the colors that we are showing in here. Okay, suppose if you don't want in here, we can just move it at the bottom. You see, లెజెండ్స్ అంటే ఇది కలర్స్ యాక్చువల్లీ జస్ట్ ఈ కలర్స్ ఏదైతే ఉన్నాయో రీజన్ కలర్స్ వాటిని ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనం మూవ్ చేస్తున్నాం అనమాట అంతే. ఇక్కడ లెఫ్ట్ నుంచి రైట్, రైట్ నుంచి లెఫ్ట్, సెంటర్, ఓకే, లెఫ్ట్ సెంటర్, ఇలా. Okay, so the reason why we use this legend is we want to, like, let's say suppose there are like 15 to 20 colors. So it becomes a bit difficult for us to understand which color is what representing. Then we can just click on this. You see, only that is getting highlighted. The others are getting graded out. Similarly, we can select east, south, again, west, anything like this. Those will get highlighted here. And these cross filtering, when I say cross filtering, when I'm selecting this one, this visual in here, it is just filtering the other one also, wherein it is a other visual. So it is common across all the pages that are in the visual. When we are trying to slice from one of the visual, it will just filter out or highlight the data in the other table also. This is like common across what we can say across all the visuals, I would say. Okay. And this you can just mean to say this you can just stop or maintain the filtering thing by going to the edit interactions. Okay. I was telling, right? So I'll just keep on taking you through all these things whenever I get a chance. Okay. This is one of the options that we use, like let's say edit interactions. Okay. This is one important thing. Again, there might be one of the interview questions as well. Let's say I do not want to, if I'm making anything, any selections in here, I don't want the other visual to get filtered. In that case, what will I do? I'll just use edit interactions. If you just see on top, this says filter, this says highlight, this says none. Okay. So now I just do not want to get this filter. So in that case, I'll just stop this. You see all the values are being shown up in here now. So in order to remove these ones, I'll just click edit interactions again. Now you see if I'm making any change, this is like static now, stale, or we can say. So there is no change in that. But when we click on in here, this will get filtered. Okay. Again, the reason is simple. We have edited the interactions from in here to avoid passing in here, but we haven't avoided the filters to pass from this to this. That is the major difference that you have to understand actually. Okay. Again, if you want to filter from in here also, here again, you can go to the format, edit interactions. Again, you see here, you want to like filter out. And let me show you these options also, like filter, highlight, and none it says, right? From in here, I want to filter out the data. Previously, it was just highlighting that portion of data where we are trying to like see some central region, eastern, western region from here to this visual. But this time, we are trying to filter out the data from this visual to this visual. So let's see what happens in here. So this time I want to filter out. Again, I'll click the edit interaction to remove those options. Now you see the difference. It just shows one single bar. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే మీరు ఏదైతే ఫిల్టర్ ఇక్కడ సెలెక్షన్ చేశారో అది ఒక్కటి మాత్రమే ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది. మిగతావి కనిపించట్లేదు. ఎందుకు? మనం ఆ ఫిల్టర్ ఆప్షన్ అనేది చూస్ చేసుకున్నాం అనమాట. చూడండి ఆ బార్ ఒక్కటే కనిపిస్తుంది. అది కూడా ఏంటి? ఆఫీస్ సప్లైస్ లో కేటగిరీలో మనం ఏదైతే రీజన్ ఉందో ఈస్ట్ రీజన్ నే చూస్తున్నాం అనమాట. ఇది ఈస్ట్ రీజన్ ఇక్కడ చూసినట్టయితే కలర్. ఓకే. సో సౌత్ రీజన్ సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తే అన్ని సౌత్ బార్స్ కనిపిస్తున్నాయి. ఇట్ ఈస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు సౌత్. If you select central region, see only central will appear. So this kind of requirement you may come across in those all scenarios. You have to use the only thing that is the edit interactions. And the other thing which we were looking was highlight. Instead of stop, I want to highlight this thing. Okay. Now you see it's getting highlighted. Only those values. But the bars and all, it's you as usual. Only the one value which I'm selecting that is getting highlighted. Let's select central region. Central region, technology, furniture, and all these values are getting highlighted. Again, south region. See. So this is all that. So the interview question, it might be in this way. అంటే ఇలా అడుగుతారు. అంటే నేను ఈ ఫిల్టరింగ్ ఆప్షన్ ఒక విజువల్ నుంచి ఇంకో విజువల్ ఆపాలనుకుంటున్నా, ఏం చేయాలి అని అడుగుతారు. సో దట్ ఈస్ వేర్ this kind of questions may come up, and you can answer that question. Okay. So this is all about the stacked bar and stacked column chart as well. Let's see the one clustered bar. Okay. So this clustered bar, it will create bars just one beside the other as such. Okay. Let's use a different thing. This time I would like to pull in the profit and then the product name into Axis. Okay. Instead of product name, let me take other thing that will be related to the um, segment. Let me take the segment actually. Okay. So here we have something called a legend also. Okay, let me put the region in legend. Before, if we put the, if you see the difference in here, before if you put the legend in here, it's creating a subset within the bar. Okay. I mean to say, when I say subset, it is getting stacked one over the other. But here, when I put the region in legend, it's creating a bars beside the other. That is the main difference you have to understand when we are using the stacked bar chart or clustered bar chart. See, this is the clustered bar chart that we are using over here. So this is one of the main thing that you have to understand when we are using the stacked one or clustered one. And here again, these are the regions. Let me add the labels and show you now. See, these are the labels. Now central region again. Again, just the other region we are selecting. See, based on that, the values are changing automatically. Central region only, east region only, south region, west region. So now you can understand the difference actually, how the clustered bar chart is different from the stacked column chart or stacked bar chart as such. Okay. Let's look at one more thing in here. Okay, we have something called small multiples. Okay, how we can use this small multiples, let's understand that. Okay, so I'll just make these visual bit smaller in size. So this time I am trying to use a different dimension again. So these are the dimension that we are using in legend or axis. Now I'll just move the shift mode to small multiples. Now you see there are 4 different visuals created within one single visual. Okay. And now it shows based on the ship mode. What is ship mode? We looked at that, right? The first class, same day, second class, standard class. So each and every split is being done based on the ship mode, and based on the category, there are multiple bars because of the region. Okay. And we are able to look at each and every class in a different sections. Also, we can say like quadrants, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, something like that. Okay. So basically here it is splitting the values. Okay. Because without you doing any calculation also, that also you have to understand. So here you are trying to pull the shift mode into this, and based on that, the visuals are being developed as such. Okay. This is very important. Okay. Again, what is the purpose of the small multiples? You may get a question, something like that. Again, when someone asks you about this, you can say whenever we want to split our visuals based on a different dimension and all, or we want to get a detailed information, we would use the small multiples as such. That would be your answer. Okay. So this is about the small multiples. The last thing also, we'll just look the tool tips. The purpose of this tool tips is, let's say you are highlighting something, you are seeing the tool tip in here, like ship mode, segment. So under this ship mode, under this segment, this is the profit in South region. That's what you will be able to see this. Or you can even drag certain fields in here. First state, oh sorry, this may be the wrong one. Let me pull in the subcategory also in here. Usually this tooltip, because it will be like one single value it will take, that is where you are unable to get the proper answer for this. Give me a minute. Let me see what else. Okay, let me use the tooltip in the category itself. If you see, it will just show you the first category, the furniture. See, under furniture again. It is just showing you the first category, the furniture sales only for all these things. Okay. So the purpose of this is like you can like make any changes to this tooltip as such. Okay. And what to show, what not to show, that you can again make changes in here. You see, tooltip, the setting that you can do in here in order to make any changes to the highlighted ones. You see the background color now it shows dark. Okay. Now I would like to change this dark background to some light bluish color. Okay, it's just as an example, I'm just telling you. This may not be a good idea for me to use this one. And you can see the difference in here. So you have just changed the background. I want to keep it the previous one because I'm afraid of myself seeing that color actually. Okay, so like you can see now, now the background shows a different color and you are able to view the values also properly. Okay, and you can just change the transparency of the background. You see, it is not completely ignoring to show the values that are behind, but now by using this kind of background color, the transparency by reducing, you're able to see the values behind the tooltip also. That is the reason some people they use this transparency setting for the background of the tooltip actually. Okay, then there is one more thing that you can do. You can call in another page, like let's say you have created some visual in here and you want to see this as a tooltip. Then what you will do is you will make this visual as a tooltip. I'm just showing you an example actually. So here I will pull in the um, ship mode and the sales based on the ship mode as such. Okay. So here what we can do is make this as a tooltip actually. Okay. And that one you can just make changes in this one. Okay, where in the page information or page size. Wallpaper filter page. I think this is the older yeah, tooltip we have in here. Okay, this is a tooltip page is what I'm considering in here. Now, if I go in here and if I go to the tooltip, okay, under the report page, you have something called default. See, page 3, I'm getting in here. You see, page 3 somewhere in here, but I'm getting that in page 3 in here. Now you can see if I highlight in here, I am getting, it is getting filtered and it is showing you the value based on my selection in here. I'm not doing anything here actually. Just imagine this visual. If you see, this is standard class, okay, and the sales of that. Now you are able to see the tooltip of this page. And by getting that filtered values, you see, this one I'm showing, it is just showing you the ship mode sales, okay, based on the first class. And this one you see second class. Okay, instead of this ship mode, let me add subcategory in here. See the subcategory. Now you can see a difference now. You see the sales based on the subcategory and that to consumer actually. Consumer sales based on the segment. So it will get filtered automatically. You are not doing anything. Also, you can just reduce the size of this. It seems to be a bit bigger actually. So let's change the size of the tooltip. Instead of report page, default we will take that default because it is showing you the old one. Okay, report page. Page size I think I can increase in here, decrease. Okay, let me reduce the size from in here itself. That would be better, I think. So I just selected this as a tooltip. Tooltip, not this. Okay, let me select the page. Here I selected the page. Okay. Instead of 16 by 9, I will make it 4.3. I just want to show you the size difference. See the size difference it's showing now. Also, we can reduce the size of the page. Page alignment, it's on top, middle, we can take a background, filter page information, page size. I can take custom also. Here I would like to reduce the height a bit. So here I'll just go with the custom. I'll just make 500 for this and 500 here also. Okay, this is a bad idea. 950. 400 if I make. Okay. Now we can go back in here and see the size got reduced. So I'm just telling you that by this we can change the size. అంటే ఇక్కడ size కూడా మనం చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అన్నమాట. ఏదైతే టూల్ టిప్ మనం ఈ పేజ్ లో ఉన్న ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని ఈ విజువల్ కి తీసుకొని వచ్చినాం అన్నమాట యాక్చువల్లీ చెప్పాలి అంటే. అది ఎందుకు అంటే మనం ఒక డ్రిల్ డౌన్ డ్రిల్ త్రూ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ ఇలాంటి వాటిని అంటాం అనమాట. ఆ డ్రిల్ త్రూ అనేది ఏంటి అంటే మనం డీటెయిల్డ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చూస్తున్నాం. ఏంటి ఒక సబ్ కేటగిరీ లెవెల్లో ఈ సేల్స్ ఏంటి అనేది మనం చూస్తున్నాం అనమాట దీన్ని బట్టి ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇన్ హియర్ బికాస్ దిస్ టర్మ్స్ టు బి లైక్ వీఆర్ కీప్ ఆన్ లుకింగ్ ఎట్ న్యూ థింగ్స్. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్? Okay, so hope you are able to understand, but I would say I would like you to practice only, then you will get all these things actually. Okay, again for the tooltip it shows the first category and page 3 also automatically. You see, you can remove this first category which is not necessary and it will just show you the page 3 in here. Okay, this is how you would utilize the option that are available under the tooltips actually. Okay, then I will just take you through this drill through actually again. Okay, a drill through is nothing but if at all we want to see a detailed information, okay, that are let me remove this tooltip from in here. I will just make this tooltip as a div for auto actually, so then you will get the normal one if I highlight. Okay, now let's see what is this drill through option which I was telling just now. Drill cross report is something, let's say you have like multiple report. This is one report. Okay, one report, when I say, it includes all the pages and all the visuals in this report, in these pages, all the visuals within the pages as well. It is called one single report. Okay, let's say you have two reports. Okay, then probably you would use this option wherein it says when I selected this particular option, cross report, when I want to pass a slicer from this report to another report, then I may use this visual as such in here. Okay, but if I want to like filter the data from in here to a detailed view in here, okay, then I would use this option which is in the same page actually. Okay, so let me create a detailed view in here. Okay, I will use the same visual. Okay, but this time I would like to make this as a matrix vision. Okay, I will explain about these visuals in a later part, but just understand this subcategory. It shows the sales. Okay, we can add profit, we can add the postal code, we can add the quantity. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, so all these things, it is being shown in here. Quantity I will remove, which is not necessary, or I would like to add in the value section itself the quantity also. Okay, now if you want to, you are in here. Okay, let me remove this visual. So let me make this visual bit smaller. I will remove the small multiples thing in here, and let me make this visual bit bigger. And I want to go from here, this page, to view the detailed information in this page actually. Okay. So what will I do? I will first have to look at the filters that I have to pass from this page to this page. Okay. So if you see in here, add a drill through fields in here. Okay. So what fields we can add? We can add subcategory. Okay. We can add the average. If at all we have another dimensions, we can add that in here as such. Okay. We have to select this visual, and in the target page, drag tooltip fields in here. It says, you see, if at all we want to add tooltips, that is showing in here. But when I am selecting in here, it shows drill through, because this is the tooltip that we have created earlier actually. That is where it shows the tooltip. Okay, but what we can do, we'll try to remove that general page information. This is not a tooltip. Okay, now if you go back, you see cross report, keep all filters, add a drill through fields in here. This is the option that you are getting in here. Okay, so that is the difference actually. Okay, now let's select this. Okay, now we will just add subcategory. Okay, and okay, we will add that subcategory in the target page, not in here, sorry. This is our target page. So we will pass the filters from this page to page 3. Page 2 to page 3, we are adding the filters. Now, selecting this, add, go to page 3. This is the target page. Add category in here. Okay. Category, I will just add it in here. You can see all the categories in here. Now, if you observe this, this is got added automatically, which is a button that got added actually. Okay, I will tell you what is that. So I will go in here. If I right click in here, you see drill through, you got an option in here. But if you see other visuals, okay, here also I think you will get the drill through. But if I select this option, there is no category that is being added. It is a segment and region. So right click, there is no field of category or drill through in here. But if you see, I'm right clicking in here on the visual. Okay, you please observe the options. First of all, I'm just taking you the drill through because drill through is an option in here. Okay, I'll just take you through the other options also. If you see the drill through, if I click on page 3, now it get filtered the chairs, bookcases, tables, and furnishing. That will be part of this furniture actually. For that, it got filtered. Let's say I want to come back to the page 2 again. I would like to hold Control key and click on this one. See, if I highlight this also, it shows Control plus click here to go to the previous page. So I am back to this page again. This time I am selecting technology and the central region. Right click, drill through, page 3. See, technology, the subcategory values are in here. And central region is already passed in here. You see, in the target page, we were just adding the category field actually, if you remember. But the region filter is also added in here automatically. But how is you are able to select the drill through functionality from in here. The page 3 is coming in here. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఆ టార్గెట్ ఫీల్డ్స్ అనేది ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేశారు. ఈ సెంటర్ ఇది కేటగిరీ ఎందుకు యాడ్ చేశారని మీరు అడగొచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూసినట్టయితే ఇక్కడ కేటగిరీ కనిపిస్తుంది. ఏంటి టెక్నాలజీ, ఫర్నిచర్, ఆఫీస్ సప్లైస్, ఇది కేటగిరీ. మనం ఇదే ఫీల్డ్ ఫిల్టర్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం కాబట్టి మనం ఆ కేటగిరీ అని తీసుకెళ్ళి ఇక్కడ వేసాము. ఎక్కడ మన టార్గెట్ పేజ్లో, ఆ టార్గెట్ పేజ్లో వచ్చేసి అండర్ కీప్ ఆల్ ఫిల్టర్స్ అని ఉంది కదా, దాని కింద వేసాము అనమాట ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, ఇది డ్రిల్ త్రూ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ అనమాట. అయితే ఈ పేజ్, ఇది మనం ఈ పేజ్ నుంచి ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఈ పేజ్కి వచ్చేస్తున్నాము. అది ఎలాగా, మనం ఇక్కడ రైట్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే డ్రిల్ త్రూ అని ఉంది, పేజ్ 3 అని ఉంది. అంటే పేజ్ 3, ఈ పేజ్ 3 ఆటోమేటిక్గా తీసుకుంది. ఓకే, పేజ్ 3 అని క్లిక్ చేశారు. సో ఇప్పుడు చూసినట్టయితే ఇక్కడ బుక్ చైర్స్, బుక్ కేసెస్, టేబుల్స్, ఫర్నిచర్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఫిల్టర్ అయిపోయింది. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ బ్యాక్ వెళ్ళాలి అంటే నేను కంట్రోల్ కీ ప్రెస్ చేయాలి మన కీబోర్డ్లో. ఆ తర్వాత ఇక్కడ ప్రెస్ చేసినాక ఇక్కడ వెళ్తాం. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ చూసినట్టయితే మళ్ళీ మనం ముందు పేజ్కి వచ్చేసాం. సో ఇక్కడ ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూద్దాం. ఇక్కడ ఇంకోటి ఈస్ట్ రీజన్ ఈసారి సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తా. ఈస్ట్ రీజన్ తర్వాత ఈస్ట్ రీజన్ వచ్చేసి బ్లూ కలర్. ఇందులో నేను ఆఫీస్ సప్లైస్ సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తా. ఓకే, డ్రిల్ త్రూ పేజ్ 3. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ఈసారి ఏదైతే రెలవెంట్ వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయో ఆ డ్రిల్ త్రూ వల్ల ఆ రెలవెంట్ వాల్యూస్ మాత్రమే ఇక్కడ తీసుకున్నాం. ఏదైతే ఈస్ట్ రీజన్ ఉందో ఈస్ట్ రీజన్ చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఫిల్టర్ అయ్యింది. తర్వాత ఆఫీస్ సప్లైస్ లోంచి ఈ ఈస్ట్ రీజన్ సెలెక్ట్ చేశాం. ఆఫీస్ సప్లైస్ ఈస్ట్ రీజన్, వాటిలో ఉన్న ఆఫీస్ సప్లైస్ వాల్యూస్ అన్నమాట ఇవన్నీ. అంటే ఇవన్నీ వాల్యూస్ కూడా రిలేటెడ్ టు ఆఫీస్ సప్లైస్. దట్ ఈస్ హౌ దిస్ డ్రిల్ త్రూ ఈస్ యూస్ఫుల్. Again, this is again one of the interview question. What is the purpose of drill through you will get? అంటే ఈ drill through ఎందుకు వాడతారు ఏంటి అనేసి క్వశ్చన్. సో అప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పొచ్చు, whenever we want to look at the detailed information of the data. అయితే మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద కేసెస్ ఇక్కడ ఈ టేబుల్ కానీ లేదంటే ఈ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ విజువల్ కానీ వాడతాం. ఎందుకు? మనకి డేటా వ్యూయే చూడాలనుకుంటున్నాం, ఇక్కడ ఆటోమేటిక్ గా ఫిల్టర్ అవుతుంది. So you are not writing any calculations for this. You have to observe that also. Okay. So for this, you are just adding the fields where the field, one of those fields in the primary page, and this is the target page. The field is category, and the field you are taking from this particular visual, right clicking in here, and this is getting added in here. Okay. So let me remove these fields from the target page now. Okay. And go back to the page 2. I'm right clicking again. This time no drill through option is available because I have removed that drill through from the target page. Okay, so obviously there is no drill through where you can drill from this page 2 to page 3. That option is not available. This button you can remove manually, that is not a problem. And you can that this got added in here also. Let me remove this. So that is where you are able to add the drill through functionality in here to here as such. Again, let me show you one last example. So here region is there. So I will go to the page 3, which is my target page, and I will add region in here. Now I'll go back to page 2, right click. You see drill through got added in here. You will have in here also because region is part of in here, here, and this visual also. That is where you are able to get these values in here. So what all it filtered, let's see that also. Under category, the furniture got filtered, and under region, south got filtered out. So these are the values related to the furniture and south region sales. So again, if I want to go back, control and click on this, it will take you to the main page. So that is the main things that we are able to understand. Okay, by looking at the first, just what are these access, legend, tooltips, small, multiple, okay, and the drill through. So this cross report, what it does is you can go to a different report that is published on the service. That's what that is what it is useful for actually. Okay. And one more thing I would like to check with you guys. Were you able to create your own account, Power BI account, using the link that I have sent? Because I was able to create for myself. This is the one that I am using currently. And I told you, right, we can create this one within the Power BI service using the 10-minute emails. You can go for the, please follow the link that I have shared with you. Hope you have downloaded that. Did you? అంటే మీరు డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకున్నారా పవర్ బిఐ? ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తున్నారా అని క్వశ్చన్. Let's stop recording.